Hey, kids. This is a tasty burger.
Hey there, guys. Okay, so we are going to be doing multiplicity photographs. You're going to see a demo here in just a second. I apologize the quality of the demo. As it was a stream, it got a little choppy, but it will communicate the point nonetheless. Stay tuned. I'm also going to show you guys how to edit that, but we are shooting multiplicity photos, so that means you're going to take one camera, one scene, one model, and you're going to take that model and turn them into 8 different people inside that scene. Also, I want you to remember, we want to avoid things looking like an assignment, okay? When I photograph in the classroom, the final product's gonna look like an assignment just because it's in a classroom. So what can you do to your photo to make sure it doesn't look like an assignment, but a creative expression of your ideas? So I would encourage you guys to take this assignment, make it your own, think about it, and change it in a way that it is about you and your style as a photographer. You're at home and you're like, well, I don't have a tripod, then you're gonna want some tape in a chair, preferably a duct tape. Don't tape the front of your phone because that's not good. But using some sort of prop to hold your camera up and hold it in one place. If your camera moves, it changes a lot. So for example, if I'm here and take one picture, but then the next picture is here, it's messed up the background. Okay, so you want to make sure that your camera stays in one spot for this, and you'll see that in the demo. So you need a camera support, you need a camera, you need a light, and that light should not move. Now, I don't have windows in here, so you guys will see our box light, which is going to represent a window, and then you need a space to photograph. So those are the tools that you're going to need. Okay, so let me just fire up another camera. Everybody who's tried so hard not to be on screen is now going to be on screen. All right, guys. There we go. All righty. Annabelle, would you be willing to switch cameras around for me as well? I did just sanitize, so my hands are clean. I'll go ahead and hit 1. Let's see where that guy's at. Okay, right there. So what I've done, guys, I want to create a story with this. Go ahead and hit camera 2. Okay. So what I've got my spotlight right here. Okay, this is my window. I want uniform light. If my light moves, this is going to mess things up. So if I'm here for one photo, I want my light to stay the same for my position over here. So I don't want my light source to move. So if you have a window at home, photograph in front of a window. If you don't have a window at home, set up a lamp of sorts. I think this is best done outside. So this is up to you. Okay. Now I also want a story. I don't want to just be like, here's me. Here's another me. Here's another me. I want a story. Okay. I like how I can talk to you guys, but it's kind of like I'm talking to you guys back here. I don't have to look at you. It's great. So I'm going to play, listen, my wife does not like to play this game. It's Risk. She hates playing Risk with me. She's like, oh, so boring. So I play Risk with my kids. But I have played Risk by myself. And so that's what's going to be my story. So I'm going to be playing Risk by myself. And so I wanted a prop. Okay. Also, we're at school. We don't have a lot of props. You guys are at home. You've got lots of props. All right. So what I want to do, I want to get my camera set up. So here's my camera. In one location that will best communicate this story. Okay? So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and look through my camera. And I'm going to turn on autofocus. Oh, you guys can't see me. There we go. So on my camera, now this is you guys checked out a camera. There's a little switch right here, and it's autofocus and manual focus. I'm going to switch to autofocus. All right. I'm going to get right where I want it to be. Lock it off. Actually, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay. Okay. The problem is what's happened now, I'm focused on this chair leg. Okay. So I need to focus on where I'm going to be. So what I'm going to do that, I'm going to grab a dummy paper towel. So there's my dummy. Okay. And I'm going to focus on the paper towel. Okay. Perfect. And now I'm going to turn off autofocus. So my focus is in one spot. Now, if you guys have an iPhone or an Apple device, you want to take your phone, hold down on the screen. Let's grab this phone here. I'm going to switch over here to camera 1. Down there. No, you're good, Annabelle. So if this is my phone, I can do this here. I can hold down, and it will lock my focus. So I just have to pick what I want focused, and it'll lock right there. Okay? Of course, that's my hands in focus there. All right, so that's how you guys use the iPhone. And camera 2. So we got focus locked in. Here we go. Now I don't want this in my picture, so I got to move it. So now I got to think about this. Where am I going to sit? If I'm here and take a picture, but the other version of me is right here, that I can't be in the same space. So I'm going to have chairs just to make my life a little bit easier. But now, because most of my chairs, I'm not sure what camera to look at here, because most of my chairs are all, oh, nope, there's chairs there. In storage, I'm short chairs. But got a couple here. So now I'm guaranteed, if I sit in these chairs, I got to think about, okay, if I was here, where would I sit? Okay, this seems pretty comfortable. If I was here, I'm probably talking to me over here. If I'm over here, I'm probably bored, right? So I got to think about each of these characters that I have to play in this one photo. Make sure the chairs are where I want them. And then over here, I'm going to be like listening to rules or something. So it's going to get weird. So I'm going to be in this character space. Okay? So that's all set up. Here we go over here. Just do a quick light test. Okay. No card and camera. That is glad I did that. Now we're ready. All right. So what I'm going to do, guys, we've talked about this before. I don't want to move my camera. I'm putting my camera on timer. That way, it'll take the picture and go from there. Go ahead and switch to that camera. All right. We're going to bounce back and forth a little bit here. Okay, camera 2. So here we go. I'm going to hit timer. Now camera 1. So now I've got to pretend I'm interacting with myself, okay? So now I come back over here. Okay. Tripod didn't move, nothing changed. That should be good. I have to clean those up later. That's not going to be fun. Okay. Come back over to this guy. Step back here a little bit. Now, we're going to try something difficult. Okay, so if this hand's here, I'm going to try to take it from me over here. Okay? So I'm trying to use some visuals here. We're going to see if this works. I don't know. It might not work. Probably won't. We'll give it a go. So hopefully we can make that look like I'm trying to steal that. Okay? So give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and pull up those photos so you can see what we got. And camera 2. Perfect. You're good, Annabelle. Thank you. All right, so now let's see what we got. Now, according to the rubric, how many of me were in, well, okay, how many of me were in there? 4. According to the rubric, what is that going to get me for a grade? A C. Now, that's one portion of the rubric. You could have 4, and if it's just stinking awesome, you're going to be okay. But if you know your camera's not great, if you know your space isn't great, if you know your story's not great, and you want to help boost your grade, have more than 4. So like, listen, Mr. Riggins, I went and rented costumes. I'm dressed up like some knights fighting with swords. I was outside, and I spent $40 to do this shot. And it looks really good, and it's amazing, and there's only 4 people. You could still get an A, but it has to be that much better in other categories of the rubric. Okay, what do we get? Oh, these are a little darker than I wanted. So I have an environment shot. So these are a little dark. I'm going to go through and change the exposure. There's me there. Oh, okay, take a look right here where my hand is. We'll see. We'll see if we can Photoshop this to make it work. I don't know. Okay, so now what I need to do is I have to go through and we're going to edit all these pictures together. So I'm in this picture 4 times. But that's what we're going to learn a little bit later. Okay? Okay, so good luck. I can't wait to see what kind of stuff you're going to make.
Down, want that.
Walking down the street. Yeah.
25.